ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm going to be doing an installation tutorial on a very popular free and open source distro called Ubuntu. Now, a lot of people might ask, okay, why would I want to use a Linux distro? Well, there are folks out there who like to use a Linux distro, but there's a couple of reasons that Ubuntu is as popular as it is. Most people have the common misconception that Linux distros are all super hard to use and not at all user friendly. Well, Ubuntu does a pretty good job of kind of being a myth buster to that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and run through this installation process. So the first thing that you get when you boot up um, to the Ubuntu screen, you'll see something like this. You can either boot into the live uh, operating system and try it, or you can hit install Ubuntu. I'm going to go ahead and hit install Ubuntu. We're just going to assume that we know we're going to install this system, and that's what we're doing. Now, Ubuntu is a very user-friendly version of Linux, which is one reason why a lot of people like it. The other reason is that it's free. That's the number two reason that you might want to use a system like this. Let's see. So we're going to leave this stock. We're going to do normal installation, which has your web browser, utilities, Office software, and I believe that is your LibreOffice. LibreOffice does read and write in Microsoft Word documents. It might be OpenOffice on this, but I'm pretty sure it's not. I'm pretty sure it's LibreOffice. Games and media player. And then download updates. So yeah, that'll do that. So we're going to hit continue. This is really a simple process. It's almost as simple as installing a Windows operating system. Now, if you have multiple hard drives, you would hit something else and then continue and go from there. But we're just going to hit erase disk and install Ubuntu. Now, another reason that people use Linux systems as opposed to Windows systems is that you can kind of say no to antivirus. Not that there aren't things that can happen to the system, but it's already secured, right? There's a lot less that you have to worry about in security with a Linux distro versus a Windows distro. And the other thing about Linux that I personally like is it's much more private than a Windows system. In one of the other videos, I discussed using a program called O&O Shutup, and I also talked about how to go into your privacy settings and change a lot of your data collection features and basically turn them off. And there's a lot of those features built into Windows. In Linux, you don't really have that at all. So we're going to go ahead and click install now. If you continue, yes, we're going to hit continue. And we're going to tell it where, is to go there. Your name, Tech Concierge. Tech Concierge. Password will be, let's see here. Now, you can hit login automatically. I don't recommend that. I highly suggest you just type in your password every time. I'm not encrypting this drive. Encryption, as I did discuss in one of the other videos with BitLocker encryption, it is really great for security. It does keep unwanted persons from physically accessing your hard disk, and generally it is good practice, I think, to have your drive encrypted. So Ubuntu is going to go ahead and install all its fun stuff and finish up, right? If you hit the, it's already copying its files. So what I'm going to do from here is go ahead and pause this video, and we'll come back as soon as the installation is finished. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so after you've hit the Reboot Now button or the Restart Now button, it will reboot your system. You will be prompted at a login screen to type in your password, and then you will go into this environment, and this is your Linux environment, right? You've got all of your activities, all of your programs, your files. You've got Thunderbird pre-installed. You've got your LibreOffice right here. And you've also got your Firefox, your web browser. And from here, you're ready to start using your system. So stay tuned for some more content. That's the end of this video, folks, and I hope you enjoyed. Please feel free to ask me specific questions regarding Linux distros in the comment section below. And if you want any tutorials on software installation and specific installation types, please feel free to let me know, and I will be glad to do that for you. Technology Concierge out.